dear friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. We are having one of our most amazing collaboration readings. So you know how I love doing this. So I have a whole bunch of other readers, magical readers, that we gather together and we choose a topic and we do a big reading over it. And so the beautiful thing about it is that you come here and you watch my reading, you take what resonates and then you go watch their readings, and it's all like we take whatever resonates in everybody's readings and then boom, you have a in-depth reading for yourself. So this collaboration reading is going to be about your spirit guides and their messages for you. But I'm doing a little twist. I've been really called to do it specifically with animal spirit guides. It could be that I've been reading books about them, about shamans and stuff like that. So that's why I'm also going to be doing the medicine wheel. And so this is the spread we're doing, and it comes from the medicine cards. And I was also guided to do some channel messages. But I'm not, I don't do it often, so I have no idea if they're actually any good or anything. But we're going to go with it anyways. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we do have, like I said, I'm in a group with these amazing readers. I'm going to list their names down below because I usually, I feel bad because I think I mess up their names. So I'm going to you should see them right on the bottom. It should be in text, all of these. So, and I love, I watch all their channels too. So it's not I'm just saying, no, I enjoy the way they read as well. So there is that, absolutely. So I already have some cards here, but I'm going to pull some other cards. We're going to pull the tarot. I'm actually going to be doing that live here. And then I'm also going to be using other oracle cards as well. And of course, we're going to do our sprinkle of a sprinkle of a combination of everything. It's a sprinkle of charms, but it has dice and letters, and it'll be fun. Okay. Enough with the jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and I'm going to just show you. We have, each one is a little different. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3. So each one has their own deck. That's another thing. So each one, these are all different animal card decks, oracle decks. So, okay, let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, shift, maybe sit up a little straighter if you want to. I'm going to do it. And now as we exhale and open our eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Oh, my dear friends from group 1, so you can see a little bit of the background because I like it so much. Okay, so you chose this beautiful oracle deck. So we have, this is how it's going to play out. I have this is going to be a spread this way, and we're going to do oracle, and then we're going to kind of do tarot with it as well. So actually probably going to use more space, but we'll see. So here is your spiritual strength, or maybe major challenges to your clarity. So we have buffalo. You are provided for and always. So abundance. Maybe you are having trouble with abundance. You are, so that actually kind of does let me see. First of all, that you have a lot of abundance, and especially here because it's also spiritual strength as well. So abundance in your spirituality, but I also feel like what you want is to also manifest it in a physical way, right? So we're seeing maybe your thoughts about it, but let's see what it is. Dream catcher. So here we go. Protecting against harm and negativity, ignoring signs and warnings around you. Okay. So based on this, and this is by the Love and Crystal, and her link is down below for all the different, so you can get these on Etsy. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that you're ignoring the signs that you are fully abundant, right? This is your cards telling you. You are abundant, but you are not seeing the abundance. Maybe you feel spiritually abundant, or maybe you don't, but I think you do. I think you're okay, you do feel that you have you're spiritually connected, but there's a physical needing for abundance, right? And you are provided for always, but you're not seeing this. This is what I'm gathering here. I'm gonna actually do the spread first, and then we're gonna do the tarots after, like right after, with all of that as well. To let us know more. We also have the wolf guardian. So inner child and needs to be nurtured. Things that need to be nurtured for you. So you are safe and protected at all times. So you need well, first it seems like inner child, but you need to nurture your sense of security. Let's see what, yeah, with acknowledging your power. I love this. This is actually, I didn't know how this was going to be. I did not know if this was all going to make sense, but it is. So you are not, like, what I'm seeing here is that you are not feeling safe. But you, and especially also maybe your inner child, but I just feel like you need a sense of safety that you don't feel like you have. But the dragon here telling us you do have a lot of power. And the wolf is also a teacher here. So this is actually interesting. It's something I feel like you have to teach yourself. You have to acknowledge. I mean, what I'm seeing here is that you have all these things, but you're not acknowledging them. Now, this is an interesting thing. Let's see. Focus and solution. How to get what you want. We have the squirrel, preparation. So get ready for big changes. Whoa. So yeah. This is interesting. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to see what other... And we also have inhale. And that's the lavender. Inhale and lavender. I inhale... and that's the chakra thing. I'm going to... Yeah, so we're going to, like... I'm going to talk about all of this. But for me, it just seems like... So focus... Your focus is on preparation. So... how to get to preparing big changes. So big changes are coming, knowing that I feel like the universe is like, yep, this is coming. You're going to feel, but you're going to have to change, like allowing yourself this preparation. So with the inhale card, though, it almost feels like it's a very strange feeling, because it just feels like you have the things that you like. That's the message I'm getting. You already have the things that you want. It's really about, like, the preparation comes into and accepting them. If like, because the lavender, even if you don't really want to, right? If you go past lavender and you just breathe, because that's what we do. You usually get a whiff of the lavender. It's almost like it overpowers everything. So I feel like what I'm seeing here is just like, if you just take that deep breath in, even if for me, it's also like a needing for rest as well. But it's like, if you just take that deep breath in, you can feel that, you can understand, like, that you do have all these things. I feel like the energy I'm feeling is more of a, how do I phrase it? Like erratic, like there's like this erratic, like like that kind of sort of like hyperventilating, but not, but that it's like this intense worry, it's intense, like, feeling of I'm lacking all these things, but it's like the universe is like, and here actually in particular, your spirit animals are saying, no, you already have it. It's like you are provided for. You already have the power. Like, you're safe. And here you have, you are preparing for big changes. Big changes are coming, but you have to take a deep breath in. Don't let it overwhelm you. Even in this preparation, it shouldn't be, because it's sort of like, we got you. So I do like this. So wisdom and mentor, higher purpose. You have the lion, courage, ask for what you want. Yes, look at that. Oh, I love this. I really do enjoy this. And then we have this one. So to the sea. Okay. And this is also feeling like it's an interesting card, because it sort of feels like, yeah, you feel a bit lost. That's what I'm seeing. You feel a bit lost. You feel a bit, but like I do feel like overwhelmed. I don't know why that, and that's the hyperventilating that I was trying to do before. It's like you feel overwhelmed. You're like, even though you have binoculars to see out into this thing, even though you have here a guiding compass, you are still kind of down. Like, look, you're facing down. This is like almost defeated sense. Like you're like, I don't, but it's not really who you are. How do I like it? It's like you go out to sea. It may feel like you are not, you don't know where you're going, but like what I was saying, it's a little bit interesting because it's sort of like a 6 of Swords energy with a 4 of Cups energy put in there as well. So what I'm seeing here is really the wisdom is here is telling us, ask for what you want. If that also reminds me of thing of like we somehow expect things to just like, well, I always say this of people, our connections, people, we sort of expect people to just read our minds and give us like what we want, right, or do what we want them to do. Not that that people can, like, you can't really do that to people, but one of the key factors that we often forget is to ask. And I feel like that is also not only true of people, like, when we are dealing with people, but we also have to, first of all, when we want something, right, we have to kind of ask for it. Like, especially if like, from spirit, from God, from whomever, that's a part of it. And you know why the asking is important? Because you yourself need to know what it is that you want, even in a it's in a sense of like giving you clarity. And I feel that's the wisdom here. It's like, because it's like, I won't, like, you are feeling like you don't have abundance, but you have abundance. You are feeling like you are like, you don't have like power. You feel like scared, you want to be protected, but you already have the power within you. So I feel like that's what I'm seeing very strongly here. And this is you as you are right now. And so you are foresight, the giraffe. You are able to see what is in store for the future. And then we have getting ready is part of that, right? And here we also you have the capacity, the binoculars here, to actually see, right? To see what is coming before you. But you're not even looking. That's an interesting thing here. I do like this because I feel like that's it. Here I am trying to like squish it all in there. All right, let's see what the tarot has for us. As with always, I'm always like, I'm going to make a shorter reading. And then I somehow always end up with a longer reading. Can't help it. There's a lot to say. Okay, let's see what the tarot has for us. And we're using the Joie de Vivre tarot by Pauline Cassidy. I'm also hoping to get the animal tarot cards. We'll see how we can do that. Okay. Thank you. All right, so here we go. So 10 of wands for spiritual strength and major challenges to your clarity. So you are taking too much on. You're taking too much baggages on for yourself. And that it kind of... And I feel like it's, and here's what I'm feeling for this. I'm feeling like it's coming from a sense of, again, scarcity. You feel like you don't have enough, the abundance, even though like, no, you are provided for in always, and you are just missing the signs around you. So you're taking on, so maybe you're, because I really do feel like there's a sense of urgency or like, worry is what I'm seeing here. So you're taking on, so you might, what I'm seeing here is like, you're starting a whole bunch of different things, trying to do a whole bunch of things, trying to like, I almost feel like rushing everything. You're trying to rush everything, taking on, but you're dropping things because you're taking too much on. And when I really feel like it's like kind of really, and I think that as well, it's like, choose one thing, because you're taking way too much. And I was gonna, like, I could say like you're taking too much from others, but no, really feels like for me it's like you are excited, but it comes from a sense of passion and excitement. And I do like, I think that you do have like a whole bunch of different things that you want to do, but there's also a very strong sense of scarcity coming from it as well. And like of like, oh my goodness, I won't, I'm not having enough. abundance, or like, I have to rush this, and I feel like Spirit's like, no, slow down, slow down. I do feel like that's the inhale as well. Slow down, my friend. Drop some of those sticks, my friend. Take the one or two or three, the ones that you can carry and that you can actually enjoy carrying, right? That you don't have to struggle with. And that's what we need to move forward towards. So not the scarcity, my friends, not the scarcity. We're moving away from that. Let's actually I'm going to clarify that one. Okay, so we'll clarify with the animal tarot cards. So that's what we'll do. And I just made this reading a little longer. I apologize if you don't like long readings. All right, let's see what your inner child, what do you need your inner child to nurture? Okay, sense of justice, a sense of peace here. So a sense of balance coming through here. Because I do, okay. So I'm seeing here is, like there is a sense of wanting balance, a sense of you are safe and protected at all times, and you don't feel that way. But, and for some of you too, I want to say like the dragon might be one of your protectors, or maybe the wolf. But what is really intriguing me here is that when it's this person sleeping, and then they have like a little bit of a moon or glow there as well. So, and now I'm gonna read this in a weird way, I think, and we're gonna clarify it so I can see whether I'm right or wrong. But I feel like there's a sense of needing the balance. So I was trying to figure out what balance it is. And now what I'm seeing here is the sense of the sword here, but also the little furry guy here, or not furry, but this little buddy here. So it's a sense of being yes, being, having yourself be protected, but a sense of also gentleness. Like what I'm seeing here is that because you are feeling, again, it's an interesting, this is an interesting energy here, because it's another sense of lack here. So we have the lack of, I feel like, lack of control, trying to control things here. And then we also have another sense of lack here, a sense of where you feel, where you have those walls up. You have you're almost a little bit defensive here. And what I'm feeling like what needs to happen here, or your animal spirits are saying, you already have power, and you're already safe. So it needs to come back to a balance of not always having your defenses up. Boundaries are good. Like when we just have, when we're always like prickly, that's not a good sign for us either, because that prickliness comes from a place of, again, what I like to call scarcity, in terms of like not feeling our power. And I feel like your spirit guides are saying, you have power. You do not need to have the prickles up all the time. You are safe and protected. Being a little gentler here, finding this balance within yourself. I feel like that balance a lot more. Let's see what we have for focus solutions of what you get, what you want. Focus solutions for what you get. Four of Swords. Okay, my friends. All right, so good. So this actually does go with this inhale. And again, like we said, we're going to clarify all this. But what I'm seeing here is that, okay, preparation. It is this sense of like almost hyperventilating, in terms of like feeling rushed, right? Ready to big changes. Yes, big changes are coming. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Rest. And then the Four of Swords is telling us you need to rest. You're doing too much, and it's coming from again, like I said, it's yes, there's some creativity and there's some excitement there, but it's also coming from a great sense of scarcity all over here. It's almost a very intense energy here. Not like, I get you though. I understand. Let's see what this wisdom mentor, higher purpose. What the wisdom? Okay. Not to me. Can we have just one card, Spirit, please? What the wisdom and okay. Four of Wands. Look at that. You have a whole bunch of fours. That's also nice. So we have Four of Swords, Four of Wands. So okay. So we have, what's your wisdom? So ask for what you want. I feel like what you really want is this, right? It says a sense of stability, because that to me is like a stability, happiness, joy, possibly for some love coming through, a sense of home. So you feel, look at this, you feel like you are out to sea, you feel like you kind of feel like you don't belong anywhere, but you haven't really actually asked for what you want, which is this, home, stability. And you're not really using your sight there to, you know, your little binoculars. So let's see where you are right now. Messenger, where you are right now. The Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You are in the state of Five of Cups. So look at that. So you're still working about this, like we are spilled milk, or like things from the past. We're focused on our past mistakes, past like connections, past whatever it is, but you're missing these Two of Cups right here because you're longing for the past. Okay, that's a very strong one. You are able to see what is in store for the future. You are able to see it, but you're not looking. Again, there's a sense of not looking at that which is right in front of you, sort of, or like missing the signs, not wanting to. Let's see what your clarification cards when. See, what is this? So what is this Ten of Wands doing here for us? What is this Ten of Wands doing here for us? What is this Ten of Wands doing here for us? What is this Ten of Wands? Okay. Oh, look at that. This one's a different one. Yeah. This, and actually, I like this. So balance. And this is actually, what is this? Oh my goodness. I do know this. I want to say temperance. Thank you. So balance, this is the Temperance card. So by merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. Okay. So maybe it is about a sense of getting other people here, but what I'm seeing here in this balance for me is, again, it's a sense of patience too, because that's that's Temperance card. So having patience, I think you're really rushing this. You're trying to, again, and well, I could see why you needing help. If you want to actually achieve all these things, maybe you do need help. Somebody else carrying some sticks, trying to take on too much, and it's coming again from a sense of scarcity, even though here we have, it's like you are provided for in all ways, you just haven't been ignoring the signs. I know. I like, so give yourself some patience. Give yourself, if you need help, ask for help. If you can't take all these, you can't, it seems like you have been in this state, it almost feels like it's saying, no, you need to slow down. Over here is telling us to slow down. That's the solution. This feeling of scarcity, this feeling of all this stuff, is coming from a sense of like, you don't have enough time. I really do feel like you're trying to rush things, and it's like, nope, slow it down. Either that or get help, right? Find a balance within yourself. So that's good. Let's see what this Justice card is here, because I was like, oh, look at that. All right. The moon came out, and it was just waiting for me. Okay. So Justice card is, and here we have the moon. We have like so many different animals here, and so here we have, it is important to trust your intuition even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will reveal soon, so no worry is necessary. Okay. Yeah, look at that. And you're going through a transformation. So what I'm seeing here, and with the sense of justice, okay, so it is a sense, it's a sense of trusting yourself and do having this card, but I really still think, to me, maybe we'll pull another card, but for me, it really is that you have those pricklies. You have your defenses up because you are kind of just feeling that you, how do I say it? You have the defenses up because you don't feel strong enough. Like you're like, I have to protect myself, I have to guard myself, and especially with the nurture and inner child area, the defenses, there needs to be healing here is what I'm seeing here, because it is a sense of you are safe and protected at all times, and the power, you have a lot of power. And again, though, here we have a night, again, sleep and rest. This is you feeling overwhelmed a little bit here. We're also clarifying that we have the strength. So true strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. Look at this. It's telling us again that you have a lot of power, right? But the defense is, you keep on having this defensive because you're not acknowledging your own power. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. And I feel like that's something that you're not giving to yourself, and you might not be giving to others. And that's why it's like, it's coming up. Because this is, if you actually see Major Arcana, and Major Arcana. And then for me, that means this is a very strong message. That's something that you need to, I would say this is a big focus. I mean, like, all of this is a big focus, but that's a very big focus that's coming through. All right, let's see why this Four of Swords is there. Like I'm saying, I'm like, I'm going to make a short reading. I really will one day. Okay, the Queen of Winter, Queen of Swords. Okay, my friends. Yes. So we have this. This is the focus solutions. Get what you want. So experience, self-sufficient, brilliant, funny. Okay. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It is time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Now, right? And it's here again, it's saying you are prepared. You are prepared for whatever is coming. Now it's time. I almost feel like this Four of Swords is the rest that comes from decluttering. And by decluttering, what are we decluttering? We're decluttering this Ten of Wands energy. You're taking too much, my friends. You're taking too much on. And you need to have this more of like sense of clarity. You need to have, definitely go within yourself. And again, do you see how strong you are? You have the Queen of Winters. You have the Queen of Swords. She's really strong. You also have a lot of felines here. So get ready for big changes. Yes. How do we get ready for them? We declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working anymore, and disengage from people that create more drama than happiness. And this could just be people. It could also be I don't engage in TV. I don't. The most like TV that I watch is I watch K-dramas in like Viki. I watch YouTube pick a cards. I focus on things. If I have no control over situations, there is no point for me to engaging in drama. I'm like, my thing is to like fill the world with light, and that doesn't come from drama. I feel that that's the way you feel that way as well. So that's just something that maybe you want to say. And here we have, look at this. I love this. Because you have, here is the Wisdom Mentor, Higher Purpose. You have an Ace of Spring. This is an Ace of Wands. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may come as a surprise, but you'll want to take a leap of action and passionately pursue every possibility. Look at that. It could be some of you, maybe you're going to have little buddies, little kids. But whatever this is, it just feels like, yeah, something you need to nurture, right? So much, you have so much feline energy here. You have the lion here as well. You have the lion twice. Wow. And you also have, I think, no, that's a leopard, but you have the tiger. So here, what are we seeing here? So this is clarifying this Four of Wands. So if you want the stability, if you want this home, if you want it all, you have to stop. You know, like you can't have to go, maybe, you know, you might actually have to travel. You might have to, I really do feel like leaving behind with the six, to me, it's the Six of Swords energy. Like you're moving away from this, like decluttering all the situations, but you're also, the thing that I'm kind of like here in this terms worried about here is that this Four of Cups energy, because you're moving away, but you're not really focusing on it. You're just kind of like in a state of apathy. But I feel like the universe, like this, your spirit guides are saying, no, you have to ask for what you want for, then kind of be on the lookout, because it might surprise you. And when you just leap of it, like this is what you want. Like be acknowledging. Maybe for some of you it's a house, for some of you it's marriage, for some of you it's family. Whatever this is, because it's a Four of Wands. I'm seeing that. And then or like for some of you, it's like a new project, something, but it feels like that. So being aware of it, it's coming your way, it's on its way to you, but are you ready for it? You know, are you like really ready for it, or are you going to be in a state of apathy where you're going to miss this chance for yourself? It's a big one. Let's see what you are right now. Okay, and we also have the Three of Springs. Okay, again, there's a sense of preparation here for you, and we're clarifying the Five of Cups with it. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, again, like you're looking back, right? Foresight. You are able to see what's in store for the future, and the Three of Springs is also looking forward to that. So stop to take a time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past success, not your past failures, but your past success. It is appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. I mean, that actually kind of puts it all together, right? That I really like this. So stop focusing on the past mistakes. Focus on the what you succeeded, and get ready for like the amazing things coming your way. This is abundance for me right here. Abundance, happiness. Turtle is all about also healing. You have this. You have the ability here. Oh my goodness. I almost want to like gently shake you and say, come on. All right. So with that, with that, let's go ahead and see what, because I really do want to see, what do you need to surrender right now? What is it that you need to surrender? This is like this is the shadow part of you, and that's like what I'm seeing here. Yeah. What does the collective group want you to surrender right now? Come on, my beautiful animal spirit guides. What do they need to surrender? Look at that. Surrender to play. Take the break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Playtime of recreation and rejuvenation. Okay, so we're surrendering that, and so we surrender to play. Stop trying to okay, there's so much. I just feel like you have everything. But you're not noticing it. That's why I want to be like, shake. Let's see what other. Okay, now let's see your light. What is, what's like working for the collective earth group? One. There we go. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Get grounded. Oh, and here, love that. So, get grounded. Ground empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Nature is all around you here. And then we also have here, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Look at that. That's if you need more clarity than that, that is like the real message here. And it's also about here, like that for me is also a big message coming through for you. Healing your inner child. I think I have like a reading. Maybe I'll try to remember. Okay, let's see what your charms say. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a lot of charms coming through. All right, so you already have this, which is telling me right now that you have to plant the seeds. This is like feeling this actually is your emotions, but there is a wish fulfillment coming through. But you see all those clouds, those are all your worries. You have wish fulfillment. Yep, we also have, this is like the storm coming. These are like my DIY. This is how I created the dice before. So there's a storm, there's a winds of change coming through. We have so maybe it's like an aha moment. We can also like say ha ha ha, like laugh. We also have a J here. Look at that. The key to all of this is, again, self-love. We have the 8. Oh, 80. So 8 is important. 4 is important for you here. Yeah. So 8 for me is like abundance coming through again. And then 4 is taking inspired action is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Now, what other? So yeah, let's turn this one over here. And look at this. Look at you. You're kind, free, true, brave, at peace, strong, happy, thankful, compassionate. All those things are you. All right, so I'm just gonna shuffle. I have like 3 random messages that hopefully will make a lot of sense. Which message do you want to give to the collective of group 1? Stop. Okay, this one. Okay. It's like you have the owl here, which is actually interesting. Okay. And the owl one. All right, here we go. So this is what it is. I have no idea if it actually makes sense, but we're gonna go ahead and just go with it. So pardon me, I've never actually done like, well, I've done this, but it's always this. Okay. The time has come for you to take action. Actually, more than just take action. You need to trust the signs. Again, that's important. And swoop down and grab this opportunity. I've been watching you. This is how I've been watching you. Contacting you in your dreams, nudging you towards your dreams, but you can be a bit blind at times to focus on things out of your at times too focused on things out of your control that many times have nothing to do with you. So things that are out of control and that have nothing to do with you. Let their drama be their drama. Now is your time. Stop trying to avoid what is in front of you. In your heart, you ask and Spirit is giving you the thing that you want, but you need to get your priorities in line and rather align with it and your truth, or align with it and your truth rather than the noise and static in the world. Silence. Yes, in silence, that is where and when you can hear the truth, your truth. Keep your eyes open and see with your heart and intuition. Wake up. Your time is now. If you still hesitate, then ask for a sign. It will guide you. Your owl friend. So that is the message that I have, and I kind of integrated that. Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you, owl. So that's an important sign for you. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Please do check out all the other amazing readers. I take what resonates from mine, take what resonates from there, and then just see that beautiful, like, overall complete reading is what I would say for you, like an in-depth reading for all those things of you. Again, like I said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your to me. I am humbled by it. I hope to see you in the next one. Please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. It helps my channel grow, and it is something that I would like because I really want a community tab so I can contact you and talk to you all. But I'm so in awe of it all. Thank you. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, dear group 2. I'm so happy that you are here. So, like, in case you missed it, this is a big collaboration I'm doing this with, I'm gonna have their listening name out because I usually mess up their names. I have beautiful readers that I love watching, that I get to do a collaboration with. And so once you're done with my reading, go check out their reading and then take what resonates from everybody, and you have what I call an in-depth reading. So I like that. So we are using, what do you call this? Spread. Sorry, my brain's a little bit wonky. I'm like, possibly starting to have migraine, but we're going to go with it. Doesn't matter. Let's continue on. So your spiritual strength and major challenges to your clarity. So we have this butterfly. So transformation, yeah, you're going through this. Wow, look at that. I would kind of say that possibly this is an actual challenge in terms of when you're transforming. It is not necessarily an easy thing. Let's see what comes in here. So for perplexed, I will figure it out. And this is Beloved Crystals, Feelings in Bloom. Look at that, butterfly and butterfly. Now I'm actually I think I'm gonna try to like put the spread out before I talk about everything. So here is inner child or stuff that you need to nurture. We have the cougar along with protection. Okay, that's interesting. So focus on solutions and get what you want. That's the West. We have bison and abundance. This is actually feeling sort of similar to group one's reading a little bit. They have some similarity. So there's that. So we also have conjure here. Yeah, this is actually, it's a little reversed, but it has similar messages. Okay, and wisdom, mentor, higher purpose. We have the blue whale. And we have insight coming, and then we have time to go. Okay. And then we also have you as you are right now, and that's the cow. Look at that. Okay. So now we have all those things. I'm gonna, pull tarot cards for it as well. But we're just right now. Let's read what we have, and I'm gonna take it from there. Okay. So what I'm saying here is that it does have a lot of similar energy to group 1. So if that resonated or that called out to you, maybe there should be something there. It's different, because right now what I'm seeing here is that, let's get to it. You are having this transformation. How do I say it? But, and I do like that. Look at how beautiful. But I feel like this transformation, because I do feel like this transformation is actually a bit of a challenge for you. It's not an easy thing. So the shadow side is flighty, ungrounded, erratic, impermanent. No, I don't feel that. I think that's how you feel. This is how you're feeling. This is kind of like, okay, what I'm feeling is, yeah, I almost feel like you're scattered a little bit, like a bit overwhelmed by this transformation that's happening with you. But I feel like it's something you've been wanting, right? It's like you are kind of going through this cycle, but you're going to figure it out. But right now, it feels like your energy just feels a bit scattered. It's like, oh my goodness, all over the place a little bit, but it's coming from the sense of like, yeah, similar energy. You're trying to rush this process. You really are. You're trying to like, all right, let's get this transformation. I already want to be the butterfly. I'm done with this cocoon stage. Let's get it on. We're done. Blah blah blah. Right? You're like, I'm done with this. I'm like, ugh. But in this state of this, it's like, you're still trying to, like, you need to discover things here, my friend. You can't rush this. You can't be a butterfly yet, because you don't even know what kind of butterfly you want to be. You just kind of like, this is important. The cocoon stage is important. There's a reason. You might, oh no, I don't feel like you're in the caterpillar stage. I feel like you're in cocoon right now. But you're trying to rush it, and you're trying to like force yourself into to do this stuff. It's like, nope, it's not working here. The transformation comes naturally, and it does take time, my friend. So that's something here. Now, nurtured inner child. So here we have setting boundaries, balanced leadership, goal achievement, active expression of power, strategic use of time. Yeah. So shadow side, cold-hearted, unmerciful, killer instincts, aloof. So with this protection, guardian of the land. This is interesting, because I feel like, yes, as you're saying, it is a sense, again, very similar, so similar to group 1 in this particular area here. You have this energy. You definitely, like, you want to protect your inner child here, but I feel like you might be taking it to an excess here. Why I'm seeing this here is just because it's like, how do I, because this one seems like it's trying to prey on this little guy, and this is you, actually. This is more like, this is the energy I see for you and in your inner child here. And why I like this is because this is a sense of kind of like, yes, you can defend yourself, you have this, but there's a sense of freedom from it. It's not a sense of like trying to constrict it, trying to like, you're forcing yourself into being this. I know it's a strange thing. You're trying to, you almost like you have a coldness to you. You put this coldness because you think that's how you're protecting yourself. And I feel like, nope, guardians of the land. I feel like, first of all, there is like these trees that are, you're guarding, but it almost feels like they're actually guarding you. Like your ancestors, your family, they're guarding you. But you're not, you feel like, nope, I can't be this because this was weak. And I'm like, nope, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, you weren't. This is not weak. You could defend yourself, and you had a sense of freedom in it. You still had a sense of playfulness. Cougar is more like, again, there's a sense of a cold-heartedness there. There's a sense of, I have to protect myself at all costs and protect my inner child. But I'm like, but your inner child wants to play. It's basically what I'm seeing here. Your inner child wants to play, wants to frolic in the forest, wants to like move around, wants to like have a lot of fun, and still be protected. You're still protected, right? You still can have fun and drop some of, like, boundaries are okay, but it's not like drop those walls. And this is like, again, like a message I'm telling group 1 too. So this is interesting. Okay, now here's the solution, how to get what you want. And here it's because this is like, it's reversed in order, but I do find it's the bison. So abundance, gratitude, hospitality, sacred path, strength, protection, and tradition. Here, you see protection. I feel like you are protected. And again, look at this. And you still have the trees here, very much to me, ancestors coming through, and just like your family there as well. Protected. You are protected, and you have conjure. So here it is. What I'm seeing here is what your solution through this is a sense of gratitude for what you have, the sense of like, you have a whole bunch of wish fulfillment. You have like a lot of abundance by nature. You have abundance here. And I feel like a sense of being grateful also for the traditions from your ancestors or families. Like, this is important. You have a lot of abundance here. I just feel like maybe you're not quite aware of it, and gratitude is coming in here. So here's your wisdom, mentor, higher purpose, blue whale, and then to let go. So here we go. Okay, profound insight, influential ideas, discernment, harmony, unity, truth, compassion, global communication. Very beautiful. That's a like starseed energy right here. But what I'm gonna say here, because it's saying it's time to go, I'm looking at the little bit of a shadow side here, and we have persecution, martyrdom, intellectual or spiritual elitism, and here, like, I don't, this might not come in something that you definitely. So I feel like you have this, very much so. You have a beautiful light worker energy. You have like a starseed, whatever it is. You have this energy of like, you want to give, and you want to, like, there's this beauty to you, right? There's amazing. I love it. But, and here's the but, you tend to, like, I think you're highly critical. I'm so sorry. I think you're highly critical of yourself, and you're highly critical of others. So you I have to like say it like it is. And this is also this butterfly, because it's in the same energy. You are rushing that butterfly. You're like, I'm already done. I've already learned my lessons. I'm already like, we're good. Let me just push, and we're moving on. You also here have this, you take this to extremes. You're like, I want to protect my inner child. Your inner child wants to have fun and be free. And yes, it is protected, but your family and ancestors are protecting it already. But you take it to an extreme, and then so I feel like you're kind of a bit of an extremist. You take it to an extreme, and you put that like a wall. You're like, nobody can hurt me, right? And it's like, no, that you're kind of strangling your own inner child, my friend. And that's not what the inner child wants. It wants protection, yes, but it wants freedom too. And you want freedom too. And so when I'm saying the inner child, it's like you yourself want freedom. You are holding yourself way too tight, my friend. You're holding yourself to these standards where you're like, no, we have to like good vibes only. If anybody has bad vibes, I'm going to kick them out of my life. No. Like, it just feels like, whoa, slow down, my friend. Because sometimes people have bad days. Sometimes you have bad days. Sometimes your energy vibration is not high up there. It's not in that level. And you have to give yourself, like, I really, like, I'm feeling passionate about this. You have to give yourself a break, and you have to give others a break. I feel like I'm feeling a bit like, yeah, it's time to go. It's time for you to leave this, like, this almost like, it just feels suffocating. Makes me feel suffocated, because I'm like, no, you're too stringent on it. It's like, that's not the blue whale energy that you have. You're holding on too tight, my friend. So it's time to go, but it's time to let go. It's time to like stop trying to control things. Stop trying to tell people that they have to like be a certain way. Stop trying to make yourself a certain way where you're like, I'm forcing myself into becoming a butterfly. Look at me. I like, no, it takes time. Give yourself time. Stop trying to control things, my friend. I'm sorry. I know this may not feel like something you want to hear, but I just feel like, yeah, you just like, and you look down on others. I'm so sorry. It's like, because you're like, oh, why are they not at the same level? It's like, people, like, transformation takes time. I really like it because I can be judgmental, and I understand this energy. I can be judgmental. It was something I worked hard on because I don't like that energy of whenever I'm like, no. So what I highly recommend to you as well is, look at it. Everybody's doing the best they can. Like, it really is. Like, maybe not up to your standards, but people are always trying to do the best you can. And give yourself that, because I know that you push it onto others, but you also push it really strongly on yourself. It's like, you're doing the best you can. You're transforming at your own pace. You don't have to rush it. And I do like this because we have this cow as you are. Here you go. Patience, nurturing, abundance, strength, stability, generosity, conservative thought, tradition, deliberate action, right? And this is like all these, I see all these positive qualities to you, yes, but then we have, like, I almost feel like you have to work on your shadow side, my friends, because it is stubborn, opinionated, unyielding, and wasteful. But it's to me, it's a very opinionated and unyielding. You are unyielding in terms of others and yourself. You're like, no, I have to be a certain way. I have to, like, things have to be this way. It's like, no. Like your inner child's like lighten up. I really do feel like that. I'm so sorry. I do not mean to be. This is not usually how I read stuff, but that's the energy I'm feeling, and I'm gonna call you out on it. Because I like it when people call me out on my energy. That's like, hey, and then I go see readings. I'm like, yep, okay, I understand what you're saying. So let's see. Enough of the jabber. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot tells us. If I'm at all correct, or if I'm just like, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what is the spiritual strength or major challenges to clarity? Okay, we're going to take the top one. The Empress energy, very beautiful. And the world, look at that. Oh, look at that. All right. There's a lot of energy here. So you have this. Ah, look at that. I love this. And we're going to clarify it with more stuff. I'm like, I wanted this to be a shorter reading, but I'm making it a long one, so I apologize. So your spiritual strength, major challenges. Okay. So we are ending a cycle here, but it's also like a beginning. I feel like you are, again, I feel like you're in the cocoon stage. You're getting ready to be the butterfly, but you're trying to rush this transformation. I really do. With the world here, though, it isn't ending. There is a sense of accomplishment coming through, I feel like, as well. Now with the Empress energy. Love the Empress energy. She's very, she again, very like connected to her emotions, very fertile, creative, all this beautiful energy. But and I feel like I don't know why it feels like, to me, it's unbalanced for you. Yeah, I'm like I'm saying that because if like the Empress energy can do that, but when she's unbalanced, right? It's like the divine feminine can be petty, right? And I'm not calling you petty. I'm just saying right now you are in your divine feminine is not aligned yet. I don't know why. I feel like you are not aligned with your truth somehow. It's like, I'm going to clarify it right off. I wanted to wait, but I'm like, why is this Empress? Why is this giving me this energy that it's not like, oh, in that way, that's not a good question, but what's this Empress doing here? There's two winter. What is this Empress doing here? Sorry, I actually want to see what it is. It's like, sorry, the two of winter. What is this Empress doing here? One more card for the Empress energy. Okay, the Ten of Summers wants to come here. Okay, so we have the two of winter. So we have procrastination, worrying about what others will think, is blocking you from making decisions. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance, right? And then we have this. So we have the Ten of Summers, and I do love this. So it's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or chosen family or close friends. Congratulations may be in order. Happy fulfillment, marriage, as well as raising happy, balanced children. Okay. It's interesting because, okay, and this is going to sound interesting to you and possibly for some of you. I almost feel like this is what you want, and this is also why you have the Empress energy. And I wanted to know why it was that you are not balanced. It's because there's a sense of you that I feel like you're splitting yourself in two. Does that make sense? Because what you really want is this. What you really want is this, like, union, this family, this happiness. You even say here, like, look, you have the little birds here. You also, even in the world here, it's like this little guy is like a little baby. It's the seahorse, and then this is little buddy. So there is a part of you that definitely wants this, right? This is what you really want inside of you. You really, but a part of, like, here's a choice for me. It's not really a choice. It's like you're splitting yourself and not wanting to kind of face this. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, but and now whether this is a family or not, or it's like you want to go off into, like, maybe there's a project that you don't feel like you can actually have it, but it really does feel to me like family, happiness, like, like union, all of this. But I feel like, and here's where it is. Okay, so please pardon this if this doesn't make sense. Then maybe this is not the reading, but this is kind of like, I feel like, and so because I really do feel like there's this sense of disharmony with the Empress, and I wanted to know why it is, right? So Two of Winters is like your procrastination, worrying about others, what other things is blocking you from making a decision, right? But it's more like it's like you feel like there is a losing of power. Like you feel like you have to be a warrior almost. Like you have the sense of warrior. And you have, again, like this kind of guard up. It's like you're trying to control things a little bit too much here. And what I'm seeing here is like, okay, that's the disbalance there. But you're trying to control things. And the Empress, she doesn't control. Like she just is powerful. She just has this power. She just has this creativity. And this is the yin energy, though. It's not the yang. And I think you're trying to force the yang energy on yourself. You're trying to like be divine masculine when really you want to be the divine feminine. You want this. I mean, like, you want the family, or even like a project. But there's a gentleness that's really screaming out. It's kind of like screaming out to me even right now. It's like, no, I want this. Like, I want to be like this is calling out the Empress energy. Wants the yin energy. Wants the gentleness. This transformation. It's like you're trying to control your transformation. You're trying to, like, push everything, and that's very much a yang energy. It's like allowing is what I'm hearing here, and it's very interesting. And yes, it is like a decision here. I could, like, to me, this is like your feminine and this is your masculine, and you're trying to, or maybe it could be reversed, it doesn't matter, but what I'm seeing here is that you're trying to deny yourself, deny this yin energy, deny your divine feminine, by trying to force things. And I feel like, no, that's not the energy we want here. I'm sorry that was long, and it was like, so complicated. Let's see about your inner child. Let's see what my inner child is. and that is, I think this is like, in each pile there's a certain specific, like, very important, this is an important message here for you. We have two major arcanas there. What is the inner child? What nature? Going through. Okay. The Hangman. Okay. Again. Okay, so that might be another group too. Are you going to be my? Because there's always one group that is always like a little intense. So we have the Hangman energy here. And the Hangman energy is thinking, like, seeing things in a different perspective. I always respect the Hangman here. And I really want to say that because it feels to me like there's you. Again, I don't know why it is, to me, it's like usually there's a great sense of needing to control things coming through here, and I am not going to deny it. And it's almost like here, your inner child, you're trying to control it, trying to guard it and everything, but it's like it almost wants to say, to look at things in a different perspective. And it really, to me, feels like a lot to do with family and family and ancestors here. It doesn't want you to like have that cougar energy. It doesn't. It wants you a sense of freedom here. And it even here, right? Like in this hangman, you wouldn't think that there was freedom, but there is. There's a sense of looking at things in a different way. So I feel like if you're having family issues, try to look at things through a different perspective. Try to look at things through their point of view rather than your own. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out a lot, but it feels like that because it's like a sense that something is blocking you so big. It's blocking you in so many ways. It's like, wow. But you have to look at things in a different perspective. I really feel like you have to. I don't want to like try to like gently like get off the horse where you're on, right? Trying to see things but really go down to the ground and see things from a different perspective, from other people's point of view. Where are they coming from? Especially if this has like to do with family and you're like, I don't get it. Like, you know, like we can all say, oh, it's my family's fault or it's this person, they didn't do this. But like, what did they do? Like here you are, right? You are alive and, you know, like maybe you have some issues. So who doesn't? Look at it, the perspective. Look at it through their point of view. Look at whoever it is that you're judging. Because totally, I hear you. That's one of my shadow sides. I'm working on it. I still sometimes I can be that. Oof. And so what I'm saying, but I always try to look at things through their, like try to get out of my own ego and look at it through their point of view. And then I can see where they're coming from. I may not agree with them, but I can see where they're coming from, and it's a world of difference. Let me see what does this hangman energy come from here? Oh wow, look at this, spring the dolphin. It's such a beautiful card. Passionate, charismatic, confident, and relentless. So an opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance, and your inner guidance is here. And now, I'm so sorry, this is not how I thought this reading was going to go. I also, I'm going way over with this, but to me, it just feels like, again, a sense of freedom. It's like there's a sense of freedom that wants to be expressed here. And I really do feel like there's joy coming through here as well. It's like, I feel like you need to make some peace with your inner child, but for me, it's like with your family. You have to look at it through their point of view, because this is eating you up. Whatever this is, it's making you, this is like, it's not balanced. It's actually cold-hearted, mercilessly, a loaf. It's harming you. This is what I'm saying here. It's not letting you be who you truly are. Okay, let's see what what is your focus and solutions? How to get what you want. Okay, the King of Cups. Look at that. Oh, I love this. And again, emotions play a big role here, right? The King of Cups, creative expression, being confident in our emotions, but taking action. Different from the Queen of Cups in that it's more like intuition. Here, there's an inspired action for creating poetry, something. It's like you do have this. You have the ability. It's just almost like it's saying you're trying to block out your emotions. You're trying to control things, and it's like, nope. The King of Cups doesn't control. And if he does, it's from a place of, I want to say, abundance, of place of love. This is what I am saying here. And that the conjure to me is also like a magician energy. I want to clarify that King of Cups. Why is that King of Cups energy here? Okay, so here we go. Five of Autumn. This is clarifying. So Five of Autumn. Okay, focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress, because your trust and faith are a low point right now. It's not best to start your own. Okay, it is not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. And now, I want you to see the opposing views here, right? I feel like and with this Five of Autumn, this is Five of Pentacles energy. I'm actually going to look at it. Yes, there is a sense of scarcity and abundance, and it's actually the solution to this. Right? It's very simple. It's saying here, gratitude. Really, it is gratitude. You have the ability to have this. Lots of wish fulfillment. You have the ability to manifest all the things. You do need to connect your emotions almost feel like from a very like mature kind of emotional point of view, in terms of like a balance. I think that's what it is. Emotional balance is what you're lacking a little bit. Because you're trying to control, and when we try to control, that's not good. And so when we have this, and so this is coming from understanding that you do have all this abundance, you do have this, but look at this, you have negative and worrying, and I feel like you suppress those things as well, because you want to be this because you feel it, you have the ability to be this, like you are like definitely starseed light work or whatever, and you have like, so you kind of push down your emotions because you're like, those are bad emotions, I can't have this. But and then you like, I have to protect. It's like you're trying to control every aspect of yourself, you're trying to control aspect of others, and it's like, and in that, it's like you it's like, yeah, it is, you're suppressing this. Just when we suppress our emotions, when we suppress our worries, when we suppress our like negative, like what we're thinking about things, but we're like, no, positive, I have to be positive, you're not, that doesn't shift the emotions. You have to face them, and that's what I feel like we haven't been necessarily facing those emotions. We've been pushing anything that we deem negative, anything that we have to be upbeat and everything. And I'm not saying not to, but there's points in times when we're going to feel like, hey, I'm worried about stuff, right? And so instead of like facing those worries, you're like, no, I can't be worried, I can't think negatively, I have to be all positive. because you hold yourself to this standard that I'm just like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, no, allow some flexibility within yourself. And that's just the overall energy that I'm here. But what I do want to say is, stop suppressing. Stop trying to suppress those emotions. You are abundant naturally. There is a sense of, for you, gratitude that needs to come through. It's like, be grateful, like there, because it's like, and acknowledge those. So you're feeling, worried. It's like, okay, why am I worried? Okay, let me see what I can do about this, right? It's like accepting, though, like lighting that path right there. So sorry. It's like, I apologize a lot. I'm sorry, but that is just like, well, for some of you probably turned it off and you're like, I don't want to be yelled at. I'm like, I'm not yelling. I'm sorry if it sounds like I am. I just like feel very passionate because you have this beautiful energy, but you're blocking yourself. Wisdom to higher power. Come here, my friend. Page of coins. Yeah. Looking at this, it is time for you to, that page of coins is like looking at things like with excitement. There's a sense of freedom that you've been, I really wish you could allow yourself that freedom that you're not allowing yourself, because that's where it's coming. Let go. And I know it's like time to go. It's really time for letting go. 4 winters. Okay, this is the 4 winters that's clarifying that. So it's time. Look, thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution, but meditating and prayer will bring the answers you seek. See, there's a difference, like worrying about it and then like meditating, and it almost feels like prayer, and a sense of gratitude coming as well. So I do feel like, and I feel like there is an opportunity here. It's what I'm seeing here. But there's a need for understanding that it is a beginning. It is just a beginning, and you have to coming at it with a childlike mindset of, there's wonder in learning. You don't have to be perfect. I almost feel like you try to make yourself try to be perfect, and it is a time for resting and meditation and like that. Don't try to like force things where you are right now. 2. Okay, the 2 of coins. We're trying to find balance. Okay. You're trying to find balance, my friends, and yes, you are. You're trying to find a lot of balance, which it's hard for you, because I feel like you really do want to, like, you have this, but what overall energy, I'm like, look at this guy. He standing on 1 foot, not really sure what's happening. And look at, he's having fun juggling these things. I feel like there's a sense of needing to have fun here. Patience, nurturing, abundance, strength, stability, generosity. Like those are all your characteristics, but you hide behind something. You're trying to be like, I'm trying to be something that I have to be. Oh my goodness. Like, no, relax, allow yourself. And even like this Four of Swords and this Hangman is both telling you meditation, like looking at things in a different perspective. It's going to help you so much. This Two of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. Yes, I love it. The star here. Transformation again, my friends. You are transforming, but look what it tells you, the Oriole. You're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will replace with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to the roost. To roost. Okay. Look at that. With the healing. And look, if you can find this balance, if you can find the joy in it almost feels like in instability, if you can find the joy in like juggling things and in that, look at what happens. You have this. You move from a place of worry to optimism, from a place of fear to hope. You have this all inside you, my friend. I'm sorry that I'm like doing that. Okay, let's do it because this is important. Let's do it. You need to surrender because that's our shadow side. Thought this would be interesting. Okay, so spirit animals, guides. What does the collective of... Okay, so this is what you need to trust. So, surrender to trust. Don't be swayed by the other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. And this is like, look at this. So apparently, like, other people have really been like moving you forward here. Also, because it says it here, though worrying about what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. So trusting in here. So if you're thinking about and let's look at it this way. If you're thinking about trying something completely new, because we have this Empress energy, if you're trying, like, you want to try something that you think other people will make you look crazy, like maybe leaving your job and completely starting something like a YouTube channel and you know, like doing tarot readings or something, or some sort of like a thing, then like stop trying to do that, because hear me out on this one, and I because I and you might not like this, but it's because it's not really what you're actually like. It might not even be what those people will say or think, but it's what you think in your head that they will think or feel, right? You're already blocking yourself. Not even, I don't, like, maybe they have told you that they would think that's crazy, but I think a lot of it is in your head. I think a lot of it is where you're like, oh my God, people will not understand me. Oh my God, what would people think of me? And I feel like that is because you're also trying to always control. Like you think you have to like keep yourself to a higher standard that my friend, I am telling you, drop that, because you don't need that. You are beautiful as you are. And that's an important thing. Here you go. So here we have devotion and tune into the portal of your heart. Yes, that's the yin energy. That's the Empress energy that's really trying to come out forward. That is that energy of like, hey, it's okay. Things are going to be okay, my friend. Look at this. Again, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And the thing is, though, I have to say, I really think it's a lot from you. You think you have to be a certain way. You think you have to. I maybe it's others, but I really do feel like it's you yourself putting this on yourself. You're like, I have to be this certain way. Otherwise, like whatever it is that you're trying to hide here with this Empress energy, you're like, no, I have to be tough. I have to be this. Like, no, there's a yin energy that's coming through here. There's also a need for you to actually face your emotions. You are very abundant. You have this manifestation. You have a lot of power, but you're taking it away from yourself because you you've decided that you cannot feel a certain way, that you have to be a certain way. It's like all of this trying to control yourself, and I really do feel like you're trying to control others is like, it's okay. Maybe some people will not agree with you, and that's okay. They may not think that you're doing the right thing. It's okay. They can think whatever they want, but stop trying to control everything. I really do. I'm like, oh my goodness. I hear you though. I really do. I'm not, and it's not like I'm like, oh my God. Because I go through it. That's why I'm right there with you. Let's see what your sprinkle of charms are, and then we'll see what other stuff is in here, my friends. What does the collective group want you to hear right now? Okay. All right, my friends. Okay, you're at a crossroads. Right off the bat, you are at a crossroads. Look at the sun is coming out. Yes, you have this ability. Love and be loved. Allow yourself. Listening to the calm, the silence comes through here. Music, maybe singing, allowing to, I feel like you're blocking your heart chakra. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you're blocking your heart. Singing, enjoying yourself. Like Joy needs to come through here, and that's something here. She believed she could, and so she did. Yes, allow yourself. But you, the thing is that you're like, no, I don't believe in that, and I want other, like you're trying to control too many things. Just focus on yourself, my friend. Focus on yourself. Don't try to save the world. Don't try to like do everything. You're like, oh my goodness. No, focus on yourself. Be happy, and that's the key here too. Be happy. If you're not happy, I mean, there's no way you can really help others. And that's the sun here. Being happy is all about that. And allow people to love you and love them back. It's like, and they don't have to be perfect for you to love them, right? You don't have to be perfect for other people to love you. Allow it. And it's the heart I see right there. Okay, so I also did channel messages. And so, like, we're just gonna see what the channel message is for you. I'm not really always into this, so I'm not sure if this will make sense or not, but take what resonates always and leave what doesn't. Okay. Stop. Okay. I'm gonna go with what I think is okay, so we're gonna with the elk guy. Okay, so this is, I may not, because I'm choosing this, the elk, because you had the elk in your, yeah, here we have this guy. The elk is here. Right there again. Okay, so please do bear with me. I'm not sure if it will make a lot of sense. This is like I said. Here we go. Let's see what it is. I shall read it. This is a channel message. So, look ahead, my friend. The past has given you experience, memories, but the best lies ahead. You don't need to rush, but when you feel the thrill of creativity, passion filling up your heart, then allow yourself the freedom to race forward. Use the time in between to contemplate, plan, and dream of all the things in life you want. There are moments when solitude will be your partner, but this is not one of them. Instead, seek out, it can be as simple as wishing for it, for friends or maybe a companion to join you. Discuss ideas together and watch simple thoughts become a grand dream and then reality. Regardless of whether you achieve it quickly or slowly, you will reach it, and once there, a new adventure will begin. The thing that you tend to forget is that there really is no end. There are pauses, but our journey always continues. Just remember to always look ahead so you don't trip on all the roots in the path. Your dear friend, the elk. So that's a message that you're getting here. So I don't know if that makes sense or not. This reading was intense. I love you though, group 2. This was an intense reading, but there is happiness and joy for you. I really do feel like you have to be honest with yourself about what you want and allow yourself to have it. Do not try to make yourself out to be a perfect. You are just as you are is fine. Do not rush it. Do not I know I'm like being preachy and I don't want to be, but because I see such potential for happiness here that you don't allow yourself to see. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you take it. Please do check out all the other readings from all my beautiful friends and creators. Take what resonates from mine. Take what resonates from there, and really see that message that your spirit guides are trying to get to you. And just if you did like this reading, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. It really helps my channel grow, and I'm hoping to grow it to have 1,000 subscribers so I can have a community tab. It's a small goal, but I would be happy with that so I can communicate a lot better with you. With that, I am sending you so much love, so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. My friends from group number 3. Oh my goodness, we're having a lot of fun today. So if you didn't hear it, this is a collaboration video, so please do check out all the other readers. I'm gonna get their names out down here. All the readers' readings, because it is like you get to take what resonates from mine, take what resonates from theirs, and then you have what I call a deep reading, a deep and in-depth reading. So that is really cool. So do consider doing that and say hi. Well, say hi from me over there as well. And there are, of course, readers I like to watch as well. So all that. So yeah. So we also are using the medicine wheel. So we're gonna go. It's been interesting with group 1 and group 2. let's see what you have. So here we have our spiritual strength, actually, yeah, spiritual strength and major challenges to your clarity. So trust in the magic. I feel like there's a need for you to trust in yourself. But we're gonna go ahead. Okay, angry, I will not combust. We have your inner child nurturing coming through. Yeah, the buffalo spirit has been coming out in all of the decks and knowledge. Okay. We also have focus and solution. So we get dragonfly, expand. Okay, and then we have wisdom, our higher self coming, the chameleon, and spirit coming, and then we have regeneration. Oh boy, let me see if I can move these cards a little bit bigger. And then we also have you as you are right now. Look at that, beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go through this a little bit. So angry, I will not combust. So what I'm seeing here, okay, so your emotions, I'm going to go with emotions are kind of like challenging, and this is Feelings in Bloom by V. Love and Crystal, have been like, and in particular, anger. Like maybe you are, whatever it is that you're angry about, I'm not even going to say. It's like, it's blocking a wish fulfillment for you. Because this is like a dandelion, right? This is like, it's blocking a wish. These emotions, whether you're angry about something in the past, maybe it's angry in circumstances that, whatever it is, you're blocking your own magic. Because in these emotions, there's magic here that's trying to, like, it almost feels like this is trying to come in as a sense of peace and wisdom, because it's a raven as well. It's letting us know that whatever it is, these emotions, like, it could be whatever you're holding on to. I almost feel like holding on to maybe past, like, somebody hurt you in the past or something, and you're still holding on to it, whether you're not acknowledge it or not. It's blocking you from actually getting the things that you want. So that's an important, that's a challenge. We're needing to work with our emotions, our inner child, and we need to nurture. So we need to nurture our buffalo, which is the spirit. Abundant universe will provide. It's again a sense of trust coming through. You have nurturing. You are abundant. There is abundance, and there is knowledge, an abundance of knowledge. And here it also, this guy has been coming in through it a lot too, as in terms of there's both spin and or feeling of like Six of Swords. This is also Six of Swords. You have this, like, we are moving away from possibly maybe you had when you were little had scarcity problems, right? Maybe family didn't have as much money, or you felt like there wasn't enough yeah, like it just, you didn't feel like there was enough, whether maybe it was knowledge or acknowledgement, it doesn't matter. What I'm seeing here is that we are trying to move away from that, because it's telling you that you are abundant and you already have all the things. The abundant universe will provide. It's time for us to release this. There's a lot of past energy here that's kind of holding you back. Now we have focus on solutions, how to get what you want. So truth, dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusions, right? So we have the sense of an expanding. We are expanding. So it is time for you to expand past the illusions. And the illusions for me is like the things in the past. It's like it's the stories that we tell ourselves that, like, for example, let's say for many, I won't ever have enough money, or money's evil, right? Like, money is not evil. Having money is actually beautiful. With money, you can help a whole bunch of people. You can start a whole bunch of things. You can, like, there's things. So do you have that? Maybe you have the story in the past of, like, this person did me wrong. This person, like, deserves, like, lots of stuff. Like, they deserve all the bad stuff, right? But, like, you're kind of poisoning yourself, because maybe if you actually almost feel like a little hangman energy, if you shift that and you actually see maybe this ending, whatever that was, or whatever this person did, shifted you, helped you to learn something new, like to expand in some way. So we need to, like, let go of that illusion and those stories that we tell ourselves, and really focus on the truth. And the truth might be what we want it to be, like, like it's something that we repeat to ourselves over and over. Are we repeating ourselves this story of like, oh my goodness, I never had enough money, or like, or now look at me, now I'm getting more money, more money's coming to me. Like, what is it that you want? The illusion of scarcity, or the truth of abundance, because it's saying here, you have the abundance. The abundant universe will always provide, right? So it's coming through here. Oh, I like this. All right, let's see what else we have. Wisdom and mentor, higher purpose. So your higher purpose, act as it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's exactly right. Thank you. So here is acting as if, right? If you have the ability to tell yourself, again, like I said, new truths. The truths that you know, like those are stories that you keep telling yourself. They're just going to keep spiraling. So let's say, for me, like one of the truths, I quote unquote, that I keep, that's I'm like, I have trouble with friendships. I'm not very like, I'm not, in the past I had trouble with friendships. My energy is very, how do I say it? Very much an introvert. I don't really like to go out all the time. I don't, you know, I can be there for people, but I can't, I also don't do well with drama. Like a lot of people have a lot of drama that it just wasn't me, and they kept on trying to involve me. And there's certain things that like I learned about myself. Like I can't be there all the time. I you know, I have, like, I've always been doing lots of different things. I'm very, like, I loved creating, so I like to create. I also spend a lot of time with my family. I love my family. I want to be with my family. You know, like I have certain things I can't be hanging out all the time, and that's something that I've learned with friendships, right? So I could keep telling myself that I'm never going to be good at friendships, right? I could keep that going. Or I can say to myself, no, I'm learning how to choose my friends, right? I like, a lot of the creators are my friends. I love them. Like, there's a lot of like that energy for me. I'm like, yes, I'm learning how to have friendships. And for me, apparently, it's better to be not so much in real life, but more in, you know, like via like email and all that stuff. And so that's the kind of thing. So what truth, and then this is what it is. What story have you kept repeating? Like maybe it feels like abundance. Maybe it's like you don't have, like, whatever this is, that's like the story of like hurt and pain. It's time for you to regenerate. Look, it's like, for me, it's like the phoenix is rising, right? But you have to act as if. So maybe you don't feel it yet, but you act as if it is that way. And then we have, I love this because you do have this. Look at this. You have the dear spirit. Bring a gentle touch. This is who you are. This is a gentleness, a freeness. Like, I love the dear spirit. It's always such a beautiful energy. So that is who you are. It's not this angry. It's not this lacking. It knows. The deer. It's one of the most gentlest, most purest animal spirits there are. So let's look at what spiritual strength. We are going to look at the tarot, using the tarot's spiritual strength, major challenges to clarity. 9 of Cups. Look at this. You have wish fulfillment. I love it. So, well, we're going to see. Okay. Sometimes. All right, well, we'll look at it in the positive and the thing. I like inner child nurturing, what's coming through here. Knight of Coins, so taking it easy. And then, it's another sense of like moving forward, like the chariot is coming. It may be slow, but you are moving forward. So maybe if you're worried about abundance, in terms of like, no, we'll look at it. I'm not gonna, sorry, focus. Solutions, how to get what you want. Collective or group. Page of Swords. Ooh, there's a truth and clarity coming through. Again, there's a truth coming out again. And I was gonna say the wisdom and everything, and then it's the 3 of Swords. Okay, so that is, and one more for you. Look at that. 7 of Coins again. Patience, and also this one. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see what we have here. So 9 of Cups. What is this 9 of Cups doing here? The Queen of Autumn. So beautiful. Okay. What is this? Chariot and 9 of Coins. Star. Okay, that one went to come out. That's beautiful. What is this Page of Swords doing here? 2 of Autumn. Choices. I like that one. And then what is see what is the Knight of Pentacles doing here. Okay. Oh, this one wants to come out. Okay, Princess of Summer. This one wanted to come out in reverse, so we're gonna let that be. Because it actually came out in reverse, so I'm gonna let it be. What is this Three of Swords doing here? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And what is this? Page of Swords, Four of Autumn. Okay. And Seven of Pentacles. Okay. King of Swords. Okay, this is the energy. Alright. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Let's start here. So these two are clarifying. So you will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. Okay. So there is a wish fulfillment coming through here, and I feel like that's the trust in the magic, where you're needing to trust and releasing this emotions, anger, whatever it is from the past. I really do feel like that's the past. So when I was looking at this, so the Nine of Cups is that, but there is also a sense of sometimes the Nine of Cups can also be a sense of a little bit ego, right? A little ego in here, overindulgence, but I don't feel like it's an overindulgence. For me, oh, maybe it is overindulgence of all those stories that you tell yourself. So I feel like it's time to actually come out of that. Like, not so much like we need to stop listening to the ego a little bit, because that's what I feel like. This is why this is this way, right? I feel like if we trust, there's guidance coming through. It can even, I feel like part of you yourself is that Queen of Autumn. And it does want this wish fulfillment. It wants it from a thing, but it's taking the time not to to keep continuing this, but moving forward. I hope that makes sense. I'm like, oh. If it doesn't, it's okay. Well, you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't, right? So we have this Chariot, which is paired with this Knight of Coins, which is hilarious because it's very slow moving, right? There's a slow movement, but there's movement. It's what I want to say. It's movement that will lead to a victory, to healing, to wish fulfillment again. So like I said, it is time for us, like the abundant universe, it is almost like a sense of time for us to move from whatever I feel like, if there was childhood trauma in terms of of not enough abundance, we need to acknowledge that, okay, we're moving away from that now. It's like, for me, this whole reading is really about you holding on to the past. You're moving, you're making progress, you're getting more abundant little by little, and so there is hope there. You just kind of don't try to rush it, but what it feels for me is like letting go of the past. And so this is, if this was upright, it's like you can expect a kindle of romantic relationship or close platonic friendship. You may also receive emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. So that is that might have been with this, but right now what I'm looking at, this Princess of Summer in reverse, it's almost like, I think those are coming through here. I think that there are messages of love, messages of appreciation, possibly, I maybe even when you were younger too, there were things, but you're not listening to them. You're kind of turning away from them for some reason. I also feel like you might be turning away from your creativity here, because the Page of Cups is very much a creative, especially an emotional one. So maybe not listening to our emotions, maybe we a little similar to group 2, we're trying to control those emotions and not letting them come through. Now, with this again, this truth transcends illusion. And that's, again, there's a sense of truth and trust that's over here. And then the truth is here, the Page of Swords. You have a lot of page energies, if I'm not mistaken. Page energies, which is beginning, you're still starting out. So the Page of Swords, though, it's coming up. Again, it's a truth that's coming for you. And here is the choice here. So you do have a choice. So you may be under stress because of multiple jobs or many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and your personal life and bring spirit of fun to all you do. And there is a sense of choice. Do you choose, right, to trust? Do you choose the truth, or do you choose the illusion? That's what I'm seeing here. Do you choose which like here is saying, choose the truth, because that's what it is. You need to expand. Whatever things we keep on telling ourselves, that kind of becomes our truth. So what is it that you want to keep telling yourself? That you're not abundant, that you're not creative, that, you know, like, or do you want to choose to be abundant, to choose all those other things? Where is, okay, I think these are the one. Okay, I'm just making sure I put too many cards here. So then we have the Three of Swords. So yeah, this again, it's like the regeneration. Look at this. You're like, yes, you're coming out of whatever pain and suffering, like whatever kind of hurt that happened, your heart was hurt. But look, the wheel of fortune is turning. It's like good luck is coming, your wish fulfillment is coming, but you gotta let go of those emotions. You gotta, and by letting go, I don't mean just like, oh, I'm not feeling that, but actually releasing them, like feeling them, acknowledging them, and then letting them go. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. And so with this here, I'm noticing, like, so there might actually be somebody who's actually trying to get your attention. There's somebody who wants you to be actually like possibly like emotionally involved with you, like once friendship or once romantic stuff, but you're blocking them because you're like, and it's an actual solid thing because you're still holding on to the past. But now I feel like we're letting that go. It's time for us to let that go, to move forward. And this is the Page of Wands. You see, there's always like this Page of Wands and like these page energy. So Page of Wands is like kind of following your passion, kind of allowing ourselves. And again, there's like a message coming through here. So passion, creativity coming through. But I feel like with the squirrel here, which is interesting because group 2, I think, had the squirrel too. So be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much time versus hoarding your spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building up walls that keep people out. And I think that's right. It's telling you this because it's like there is messages of passion and stuff, but you keep up putting up walls because of past hurts, right? You kind of do that. So you're trying to find this balance. Don't try to I feel like it's time for expansion, my friends. And it is, because it actually says expand. You are expanding. Allow yourself to have that expansion. Okay, so we have we have the 7 of Coins, which is like a sense of patience. And again, you have a lot of patience, but I also feel like patience, and there's possible growth here with 2 people here. So that's like love, patience with love coming through. So all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. Again, truth is very important. It is time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Okay, but I also want to say it is also time to clear away some of that past baggage. We're making new because it almost just feels like there's new things coming in, but you're blocking them. Oh, group 3, you can do it. I just feel like you have like wish fulfillment all over. Oh my goodness, is it true? It is. Oh my God, right? I didn't even put this together. And I was saying, like, this is you blocking your wish, and this is a wish fulfillment trying to come through here. Love it. So wish fulfillment, it's coming all over. I'm seeing it here. It's time. It's time to come out, my friends. All right, what do we need to surrender? So this is the shadow that we're releasing. What is that we need to surrender? A collective of, okay. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Well, that was actually a good one for group 2. And surrender worry. Okay, here we go. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out and of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. I love that. I'm actually going to ask one more. What more does the collective of group 3 need to surrender? What more does the collective of group 3 need to surrender? Okay, surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. Yes. Okay, so I like that. All those are like quite beautiful. Let's see what. Now we have the light side. What is it that is guiding us through the light side? Let's see, what the collective of group 3 need to, what is the path here? What's the life path here? Unbound. Look at that. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And that's exactly what you kind of need, right? I keep telling you, there's a sense of like the past is holding you and it's time for you to like let it go, need to expand, and then share your voice. So come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So come out of that cave, come out of whatever it is that you've been, like that past thing where you've been holding yourself kind of almost, I feel like, hostage in that. And like, let yourself flourish, let yourself be who you're meant to be, the star. Because it is here, it is right there. Have that energy of the star again. Let your creativity come out and your emotions, and listen. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to do sprinkle of charms, and then after that we'll do the, I forgot what it's called, channel messages. Okay, we have all these things. Okay, look at that heart love coming through again. Shine your light. Lots of love. Maybe for some of you doing entertainment might be important. Yes, gifts coming through. Love that you have the heart coming. Yes. Home. So like maybe a gift of something for your home is coming through for you. These are my Lenormand sets. Strong is beautiful, and your strength is that gentleness. It's that beautiful. Live your dream. Yes, you already have all the tools you need to make all your dreams come true. Then we have the like little lollipop here of like joy, and like I really do feel like a need for fun coming through here as well. Entertainment. I don't know, I feel like maybe for some of you, maybe you will be entertaining others at your house, and then gifts will be coming. For others of you, like maybe your dream is to do entertainment, to kind of do your own thing here, and that's all awesome. You don't, you can be who you want to be. That's like, I don't know why that's what I'm saying, but that is. Let's see what your channel message is. The only one that's left is this one, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I don't know if it'll make sense. I'm just gonna read it, and you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So here's the swan. Your beautiful swan. And also why I actually kind of connected that one for you is also because I really like this one. I felt like the swan was there guiding you away from whatever it is here. So here it is. Hey, beautiful, have you been taking care of your feathers? How about your spirit? Have you been feeling drained or maybe a bit rough? I glided by today to tell you now it's important to care for yourself inside and out. It is also a great time to get back to the basics. Your beauty comes from grace, and that comes from confidence. You don't need to be flashy to be seen, but instead showing your true self, the shy side. You have great strength that you have been avoiding or ignoring, and an open heart. Oh, okay, the strength that you have been avoiding and ignoring is an open heart. The hurt from the past can only heal if you let the wound breathe. You have been hiding it, and your heart behind the fortress of defense. Your heart is pulling towards someone or something, but you need to release the binds that have kept you safe, quote unquote. Your true beauty lies in being free, courageous, and confident. Let this new phase in your life begin. Oh yeah, and maybe a new haircut or hairdo might serve you well too. They say that your hair keeps the old energies. It is time for the new. Okay, so that's the message that we have for you. Please do consider going and checking out all the other readers' messages, because I know, like, if you take what resonates from mine and you take what resonates from them, it'll make a lot of sense. And I really do have to say that I think that it is time for you, because it is all about regeneration, and it is all about this Wheel of Fortune coming through. And I do want you to see something. You are expanding, my friend. So that is so I think that was a great channel message for you. Hope it makes sense, because I do feel like there is love being open, but you're not really listening to it. And it could be also friendships, like I said. So Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your time and, of course, sharing your journey with me. I truly appreciate you. If you did like it, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year so I can have a community tab, and that would really be, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am sending you so much love, so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friend.